Well, one thing I'll tell you about Muslims, burqas, they should be banned. What the fuck is happening to Europe? We're doing the exact same thing to Muslims now that we did to the Jews in the 30s. The exact same thing. You want to ban burqas? Do you even know how many women in Europe wear one? 5,000, that's it. In the entire European Union, 5,000 women wear burqas. You want to ban them? Yeah, it's oppressing women. Really? Maybe we should sweep our own doorstep first before we start picking on the Muslims. And also, if you want to ban the burqa to protect her, do you think that's going to work, really? If we make that illegal, do you think he's going to go, if you forced her into it, is he going to go, oh, I didn't know it was illegal. I'm sorry, honey. Here's your bikini. Go shopping by all means. She's just never going to leave the house. That's the only thing that's going to change. You know, I don't think a law would be. I think there should be a law regarding burqas, though. I mean, I'm not a big fan of laws in general, but there should be one regarding burqas. It should say, if you wear a burqa, you must wear roller skates. You know, because that would freak the racist assholes out if they were floating around like, you know, black ghosts. So, they're taking over Europe and they're floating around. You know, it would just make my day a bit happier. Nobody seems to give a shit about freedom of speech anymore. I don't really care about comedy. That's just my job and my biggest passion in life. That I can live without that, but we need freedom of speech. And the only time people in Europe seem to be behind freedom of speech is, again, when it comes to picking on the Muslims. You know, cartoons of Muhammad and stuff like that, you know, drawing a cartoon. That's, well, we have to support freedom of speech. Yeah, but don't pick on the fucking Muslims every fucking time. Pick on the other ones. We even had a Swede doing that. And he was years after Denmark, too. So he was not, you know, in the forefront of anything. He's just a racist asshole, him as well. And he drew a couple of those cartoons. And I was invited to do a TV show with this guy. Lars Vilks is his name. And I was like, why would you do that? You know, in Sweden, don't pick on the minority. Pick on the other ones. You know, pick on the majority. And he was like, well, I just wanted to prove a point that we need art to push the limits of free speech. Well, all right, but you did it wrong. Here's what you want to do. If you want to prove how important art is and freedom of speech, how important it is in Sweden and piss people off, here's what you do. You make an art installation where you have the Swedish national football team dig up Astrid Lindgren's corpse and fuck it in the eye sockets. And so, well, that's why I'm touring Europe now, because, you know, my point came across maybe a bit too well, you know.